Welcome to System Domain 1 Information Security Governance. And Domain 1 really is the foundation for the system exam. This is what everything else builds on top of. With the changes to the exam in 2022, this domain is a lot smaller than it used to be. Now it is 17% of the curriculum, where before it was 24%. And that 17% means you're going to get about 26 questions on the exam that are primarily from Domain 1. And I say primarily because many questions will touch on multiple domains, but there will be a primary domain. With the exam changes in 2022, we're seeing a shift from governance towards management. This is making the exam slightly more technical and slightly more tactical. I personally think it makes sense. While governance is very important, this is a management level exam. So you need to understand governance, how it works, so you can be that translating link in the middle, but you are preparing for the system. The M in system is manager. And as you go through this course, you'll see throughout my videos that I include more content than the official book does. And I do that because ISACA assumes people have certain knowledge before they take the exam. And there are so many different paths to your system certification, so I don't want to assume you have certain knowledge before taking the exam. On top of that, ISACA also suggests you study a lot other materials than just their own book for each domain. If we take a look at the extra reading that ISACA suggests just for Domain 1, this is the list. As you can see, it's a pretty extensive list, 15 different books or publications. I personally think it's amazing that ISACA does this. They are completely aware that their official book is not enough, and because they know it is not enough, here's their recommendations on what else to study. ISACA has even gone as far as including this disclaimer at the beginning of the System Review Manual 16th edition. And the important part here is in bold. Don't use this book as your only source, and this is not a comprehensive collection of all the experience and information you need to pass the exam. So they're being very honest here. Yes, use our book, but also use many other supplemental materials. You can think of this like our layered defense. You use multiple, overlapping, complementary study materials. So back to Domain 1. In Domain 1, we talk about how we govern, the values we have, our vision, our mission, our strategies, the policies and standards and processes we build from our values, the vision, and the mission. We talk about the laws and the regulations that we need to adhere to, our ethics. Then we look at the CIA triad, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We covered data protection, the NIST cybersecurity framework, the NIST risk management framework, NIST 800-37, 800-53, ISO 27001, and 27002. We looked at administrative security controls, roles and responsibilities, and that should be what you're tested on Domain 1 in the current version of the exam, and it is what you'll be tested on until the next curriculum change, which we assume will be in 2027. ISACA normally does 5-year cycles for their exam updates, the current version being in 2022, the next is going to be 2027. And with that, let's get started on Domain 1.